Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing The Legend of Zelda. Nothing else. The first one is what I'm trying to get at here. So this is the GBA remake of the NES Classic as part of the NES Classics range. Took me about, 5 minutes to get that third character slot as beta, because I turn it on, I hit start, everything's fine. I can't hear, none of the buttons work. This is a NES game, and for whatever reason, the menu controls as this. You hit select to select the thing to move around, and you hit start to get the actual thing going. Which on a GameCube controller is strange because select is X and Y, which is a whole other issue. So let's get in there and get going. So I'm actually a master of this game. I basically know it inside and out. I can complete it in about 5 minutes. Well, no, let's be real, about 25 minutes on a good day. So first trick you want to do is if you go in this cave, right, there's actually an old man, and if you talk to him, he'll give you a sword, which is very important. Without that, you have almost no means of attacking any enemies throughout the game, and until you get like the crossbow or the beam sword. So at this point, I should point out I'm not an expert on this game. I played it 2 or 3 times. For about 10 minutes at a time. I don't particularly like it, not gonna lie. I'm a Link to the Past kind of guy. I find this one, frankly, too difficult. Too obtuse, if you will. But I kind of had you going for a minute at the start, didn't you? You could almost believe it. So this won't be a full series. I can say that safely now. This is just me playing for a bit. Buy something, will ya? A blue candle, a key, or a shield? I have a shield. Haven't seen any doors. Blue candle, irrelevant. So in the timeline of the games, this is like the 8th timeline-wise. In terms of release, it's obviously the 1st. I think eventually you get some kind of raft and use it there. I doubt we'll ever get to that point. To be honest, I suspect the furthest we'll get is me dying as soon as I find anything remotely like a dungeon. If you haven't played this, I wouldn't bother, quite frankly. It's not great. Doesn't hold up particularly well if you haven't. This one and Zelda 2, they're both fairly obtuse. Alright. I should play Zelda 2 next. That is a good idea. How am I going to do that? I don't have an NES. I have an SNES. I know what I can do. I've got the Collector's Edition Zelda disc. It should be on that. Yeah, I died. It was definitely a case of it's very hard to see the enemies when they spawned in certain places. Oh no. There's a mark against my permanent record. However will I live? Yes, my shield did work there. I had a feeling it would, but not airtight. A little bit of trivia there. Octoroks have been in every Zelda game. One of the few enemies where that is the case. These guys can break the environment. It's fine. Thank Christ they give you the sword that can shoot straight off the bat. It's surprisingly hard to actually hit them. This game does look quite washed out on this series of things I've got going to play it. It looked better at the time, I presume. Again, I didn't have it. I tell a lie. I did briefly have access to an NES. Borrowed it off someone. Well, I say borrowed. Yeah. I'm never getting that, am I? Fuck you. Look at this area. They haven't really, not a lot going on there, is there? It's just a valley. Nothing too fancy. Christ, there's no just running through them in this, is there? When they're even part way up above ground, they'll fuck you. And it's funny that I haven't managed to take note of that, and they've done it several times. I don't know if that's a feature that they're meant to be invisible. I got a bomb. I didn't know you could just get bombs. Now there's. I wonder if I keep that bomb. Yes, yeah, I thought so. Should I save that for where I'm definitely sure there's a crack? I don't know. I don't really know what they look like in this. You can tell how hard this game is by the fact that I've already died several times. There's no, you know, dicking around easy mode. This was a hard game. Like, seriously. Could you imagine playing a Zelda game now, like straight off the bat, and you die 4 or 5 times before you've really done anything, like just in the overworld? Apparently Breath of the Wild's meant to have that going for it. And also that is the first time in human history that anyone has got the name of that game correct on the first try. I'm not even sure I did, to be honest. Doing a bit better this time. I have full health somehow. You gotta assume the way the enemies spawn in, that's like a memory constraint issue. The sword play is crap. Like, there's no slash for a start. It's just a jab, which sucks. And you also can't hardly like turn or anything. That power up, I think it freezes enemies, which is great when it's the last thing you see. 7 rupees to my name. That is one thing I will give them. When you die, you don't seem to lose a lot. I think later on, if you die, you don't get as many hearts back, but I'm not even certain of that because I've already got to the point of worrying about hearts. That's it. Just use the spawn to your advantage. Get in that fucking cave. Another shop. Buy something, will ya? I don't know if you actually need a bow to work the arrow. I'll assume you do. None of those things are useful to me. Huh. Secret heart. Is Rock's Feather in this? I don't think it is. I think that the first one that had that was Link's Awakening. I'm definitely going to die now, aren't I? Use the bomb. Huh. Ah! Too many enemies were on screen and moving then, and the game actually slowed down. Like, there were frame rate issues. It's not just modern games that do it. I think I've now sort of looped around most those stairs. Haven't seen them before, have we? And some knights. Get the stairs. Go to the mountain area top. Don't know what those enemies are. They look weird, frankly. I recognise these statues. I think we're nearing a dungeon. Or we're in some sort of repeating maze. Wow, these have been around a long time, haven't they? I would term these as always annoying. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Let's go up here. This can't possibly lead me back in a circle. Look! Oh, it's a centaur with multiple knives. I don't know why I ran up to him and threw a bomb down. In my head I was running up to him and going to shield bash him, but that's not a thing. Alright, come on, let's at least make something happen. Wait, what? Was this a shop? This was a shop, wasn't it? Yeah, fuck you. The pause menu. Useless. In this version, Link's shield has a cross on it. In some versions of the game, that's not a cross. It's either nothing or a plus, I forget exactly. They move away from that iconography later on anyway. It's questionable why they felt it was necessary to begin with. An old woman. Talk to me. I don't know how to talk to her. There's a chance you need a blue candle. That's not going to do it. Huh. Just ignore her then. Could have sworn there was more to her than that. So far, of my 4 bomb uses, or 3, I've wasted all bar 1 of them. Christ, I don't know how I missed that. Ah, heal me. So kind. Yeah. I think that... Were those trees? Oi! Part of me thought I'd get something for that. I didn't deserve anything, but I kind of wanted it. This game does a horrible little thing at the start where it shows you all the things in the game. Did you notice the crippling slowdown there? I think it's because there were 4 or 5 enemies and they shot all at once. So it's just like way too much shit on the screen. I can't tell if it's doing the thing where it repeats the screens or if it is just repeating screens because they're lazy. I think I'm in some kind of Lost Woods style affair. Traditionally, if you walk backwards, it gets you out. Sometimes it gets you forward. I walked into something that did me damage there. I don't know what. No spin attack. Yeah. I was doing so well for a brief second there. Haha! Grab that heart. Didn't turn in time. Well, I say didn't, couldn't, is the actual thing there. Did I gain anything for doing that? No. My instinct was starting to be that I should go in the direction that enemies don't come from. But now no enemies are coming. I suspect there's probably some way of knowing how to get out of this. But without a guide, a lot of time, a smarter child on the playground to tell me how, I don't think I'll ever actually manage it. Yeah. That's annoying. Alright, keep going. It's kind of annoying, that map up the top there. It's not filling in or anything, it's just there. I'd find it immensely satisfying if that at least got coloured in as I moved about. But then again, I suppose it's not really going to get filled in with anything useful because almost every area is just a square with 1 or more ways in and out. Most of them have 4. Like this one here could have 4. This one only has 3. Yeah, but I'm on the bottom anyway. I think they mostly have 4. Right, so the closest I felt I was to anything was when I found that nice horse gentleman. What do they call him? I want to say Centurion, that's not right. Centaur, that's it. There was a cartoon called The Centurions when I was a child. It was a bit like G.I. Joe, I suppose. One of them looked a bit like my dad. It's enough of that story. I've been here before, haven't I? Yeah, this is... Is it? I don't know. Everything looks the same. I don't think I can block the Zora's attacks. I might be projecting that from... No, I can't. It's good to know. It's good to know. Alright, somehow I managed to navigate through all those enemies. I don't quite know how. I may be a lot better at this game than I realise. It's also very hard to play this on a GameCube controller for another reason. The D-pad is not great. Alright, I've got to get across that big bridge. It's not going to be easy. Okay. It was actually a lot easier than I thought. Okay. Yes. Fucking dungeon. Wow, that is a hell of a shade they've gone for. Yeah, you can take keys from any dungeon to any other dungeon. I remember that being a factor. Oh. They're not they're not. They're quite stingy with the hearts, aren't they? That's what I'm trying to say. No pots or anything to break. Can these skeletons do anything to me? Like, can they throw shit or do shit? Come on, fuck you. Most game like this I've played the most, 3D.Game Heroes, which is actually quite a crap game and is essentially massive copyright infringement. Ah, fuck you, you can't move now, can you? I'm a god to you now. Kind of look like Santa. Is that is it just me? I don't know. I'm projecting. Okay, need another key, which I haven't actually got. I don't know if there's any like real puzzle or anything, or it's just get as far as you can. Okay, I don't think I can kill those on account of they appear to be living flames. Although almost certainly killing them would have gotten rid of. Yeah, you can't kill them. They're slimes, aren't they? Jellies, choo-choos, I think that's what they call them. The map. Everyone loves the map. What is that map actually showing me? Because it doesn't show me where I've been and haven't been, which is a key use of a map. Guess I have to remember that myself. Haven't got a thing that. Anyway, I realised on leaving this earlier room that you could kill these, because clearly killing these will open the door on the left. There's no other puzzle elements available. As far as I'm aware, you can't push blocks. Okay, may have been wrong. Was entirely wrong. You can push blocks. It's a major aspect. Eastmost peninsula is the secret. Ah, dungeon screen. I've got the map, but not the compass. Well, the map is actually significantly better there because it shows the doors on the rooms. So according to this map, there are 2 doorways I haven't been through. That's already a lie because I know for a fact that room has a locked door. Troubling. Quite like the way that door looks. I didn't notice that lock behind me on my first run through here. Want to use the walls to your advantage, he says, immediately moving away from the wall. That beeping sound, it merely impresses importance upon you. Okay. Do I want to go? Yeah, I want to go right here. It's a room I went in and just arbitrarily went left early on. Okay, well fuck this room. If you're ever nostalgic and feel like playing this game, I'd advise you just watch the Mark Ronson music video Circuit Breaker. It's basically as good. Just get out of that nonsense. I like how there's absolutely no pomp or ceremony around picking up anything. It's not even in a chest. There are no chests as far as I know. It's just there. It's just shit on the ground. Alright, so now they exist. I've got the compass. The compass has had no effect on the map whatsoever. This might be the kind of compass where it just makes a noise when it's useful. A lot of money from these bastards. Well, I say a lot. I thought those were worth 10, but they may only be worth 5, if that. Oh no, the map is making it flash. The compass, making that bit on the map flash. Does that mean it doesn't do anything in there? Oh no, that map shows where I've been. The one up there shows all of it. This is a very confusing amount of map data I'm getting from multiple sources. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It puts me back in the dungeon. And I've got all the stuff I had. I wouldn't have expected that. I genuinely wouldn't. Immediately took damage. I'm an idiot. Okay, so gotta go left and around. That skeleton got pushed back my attack. The other one I just killed didn't seem to. It's not interesting, it's just it's data gathering is what it is. Right, ignore the slimes, they're nothing to me. Right, I need a key that I don't have. Maybe there might be one available in a room and I can kill everyone in. Or did I ever go up here? Yes, I did. I suspect killing all these will net me something, maybe. I thought this was water. That immediately gave me a key. I thought it would be slower than that. My instinct says boss up there. Because I reckon the compass either points you to a boss or an item. I'd sooner have an item because, well, I need it. I really need it. Boomerang wielders. You never really see enemies using boomerangs, do you? Look! Oh. Now we know. Now I'm in the game a bit, aren't I? But seriously, fuck these guys. Fucking creepy looking hands. Nowhere near enough fingers. Yeah. So that was the boss of this dungeon. I actually recognised that. Immediately died. That was fine. That was just a fact-finding mission. By fighting it and dying then, I know how to kill it now. Obvs. Oh, you can throw in the diagonal. Right, so this boomerang is not the all-killing god force that the Link's Awakening boomerang is. It's more of a, we'll just freeze stuff for a bit. Kill the bats though, that's fine. I feel like I've actually got a bit of oomph now. I can actually do shit. I like how little a curve they put on that as well. It actually looks more like a bow in the inventory than it does a thing that isn't a bow, a boomerang. Yeah, if you look in the dictionary for boomerang, it is described as a thing that isn't a bow. That's accurate. Wait a sec, I can do this. Right. Christ, the teamwork on display there. Immense. Immense. Piss off. Okay, here we go. Right. Need to get to the left quickly. Okay, that does nothing. Can I do that? I can. I feel like he'll ram me at some point. I do love the fact that this is in many ways the first boss of the game, and it's an actual dragon. Like, there's no hiding behind it. That was a dragon, or possibly a green unicorn, but I'm pretty sure it was a dragon. You don't get dragons in Zelda much. And look, the Triforce, all of it in one piece. Immense. This is now officially the most I've ever played this game, and I quite like it. Not gonna lie, it's quite enjoyable. Thank God I had full health going into that encounter. Yeah, so you're hunting pieces of the Triforce, and you can probably gather by looking at how many I've got there, how many dungeons there are in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Looks like 7. Anyway, this isn't a series by any means. This is a nice quick look at Legend of Zelda. It's quite good actually. Took me about the 13-minute mark of this video, that rough area. I was like, I don't give a shit about this, and then something happened, and I was like, oh, quite like this. Actually, it's quite enjoyable. I could play more of this. I won't be for the channel. Let's put that forward because I know this is very hard, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I kind of cheesed that boss. We all know it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.